Good morning, students. Welcome to English Kumar Bharti class. Children, we are going to start with the part 2 of the lesson, that is 3.5 Unbeatable Supermom Mary Kom. And as I told you in part 1 that this lesson is nothing but an interview taken by the Sportskeeda correspondent. So I'm going to read the interview for you, which is on page number 130 of your course book. So here I start. In an exclusive interview with Sportskeeda correspondent Taruka Srivastav, Olympic bronze medalist Mary Kom talked about her preparations for the Olympics and her elation at winning a medal. Let us see what these lines tell us. As I told you, children, that this is an exclusive interview. Exclusive means a special interview of Mary Kom with a Sportskeeda correspondent. Now here correspondent means a reporter. So Taruka Srivastav is a correspondent, or I can call a reporter. She is taking Mary Kom's interview, and Mary Kom is talking about her preparation which she did for the Olympics and her elation in this interview. Here elation means a great delight or extreme happiness. Means Mary Kom is very happy after winning 2012 Olympics bronze medal. Children, I want you all to notice one important point in the word Olympic. The alphabet O in the word Olympics always stands capital. Now let us see, or let us know, what is Sportskeeda. So you can easily find this on Google. Sportskeeda is a very popular website, and this is the Olympic flag or the symbol for Olympics, which you can see on your screen. Now this is interesting because there are two things I'm going to share with you about this Olympic flag or symbol. You should know these basic things at least, that there are 5 circles in this symbol, and these 5 circles represent all the continents in the world. But now the main thing is, you would say, Miss, why are there 5 circles when there are 7 continents? The answer is quite simple, my dear children. You know that Antarctic, well, there is no representation from the Antarctic, so that's the one circle which is missing, or which brought 7 continents to 6, and the other one is the repetition for the American continent. So the north part, the North America and the South America together taken as one circle, and so there is a deduction of one more circle which brings to 5 circles. And in this way there are 5 circles in the Olympics flag or symbol, although when we have 7 continents. The other thing I wanted you to know is, and be honest about it, is, have you thought about it? Why only these specific colors are chosen? Why not any other color? There is a reason for that. The reason is that the colors that are shown in this circle represent the flag of almost all the countries. I mean, at least one of these colors are there in all countries' flag. Okay, so it is very interesting point. Why these colors were chosen for the circle? Because no matter what plan you take, any country participating, representing with the contingent in the Olympics, they will have at least one of these colors in their country's flag. That's the answer. So there are the colors, the 5 colors: the blue, black, red, green and yellow. So every nation in their flag at least has one of these colors. That's why these rings have been given these colors. I hope you are getting, my dear children. So we have seen that Sportskeeda is a website. You can Google this, as I told you. Even I have told you the meaning of Sportskeeda. Elation means extreme happiness. And we also saw the details about the symbol of the Olympic flag. And also notice that in Olympics, we have capital O, and the circles represent the continents. And why are there 5 circles? We have discussed, although, that there are 7 continents and their colors, the reason why they are color coded. Okay, so that was all which I wanted you all to know. Moving to the actual dialogue between these two, that is the interviewer. Okay, children, one more point to be added. The person who takes interview is known as interviewer, and the person who gives interview is known as interviewee. Like Mary Kom is an interviewer, and Taruka is an interviewer. So let's see the question answer session between these two. Interviewer. First, you are the first Indian female boxer to win an Olympics medal for India. Has the feeling completely sunk in? Mary Kom. I'm really happy with my achievement, and yes, it is yet to sink in. I'm just so exhilarated. Children, the very first thing Taruka says, or Taruka asks, that you are the first Indian female boxer to win an Olympic medal for India. Further, the reporter asks that has the feeling completely sunk in. Here, sunk is the past tense of sing. Okay, and here sunk in means to totally absorb. Totally absorb that feeling. She is asking, have you totally absorbed that feeling that you are a medalist now? To this, Mary Kom replies that no, I have not yet completely absorbed this feeling. It is yet to sink in. I'm just extremely happy. Okay. Further, let us see the next question put up by interviewer. You are the only female representative from India in boxing. Did that put additional pressure on you? Mary Kom. No, not at all. I was pretty confident about myself. I knew. So the interviewer asks, you are the only female candidate from India, representative from India. Means there was no other female candidate apart from you. Okay. In the Olympics. So did that put additional pressure on you? So to this, Mary Kom replies that no, not at all. I was very well confident about myself. Means I was confident about my preparations, and even I knew the fact that I am the only one from India. Let us go to the next question. Interviewer. Your coach Charles Atkinson was not allowed to accompany you to the Olympic. How did that affect your preparations? Mary Kom. Well, I did miss him there, but thankfully we had already done our homework and I was fully well prepared. Children, first let us understand, or let us know, who is Charles Atkinson. Charles Atkinson is a sport consultant and a boxing coach. As Charles Atkinson didn't possess, or I can say didn't have, an International Boxing Association, that is IBA 3-star certificate, which was compulsory, mandatory to carry in Olympics at that time. And as Charles didn't has this certificate, so he couldn't join Mary Kom at the Olympics. And that's what the interviewer is asking, that Charles Atkinson was not allowed to go with you to the Olympics. So Mary Kom accompanied her mother to London Olympics. And to this question, Mary Kom replies that yes, I did miss my coach a lot, but thankfully we did our practice well and I was completely prepared, so it didn't affect me much. How well confident Mary Kom was, my dear children. Just see, she was so confident about herself and even her preparations. Moving to the next question. Interviewer: during your preparations for the Olympic, you spared with the male boxers of the Indian contingent. Who was your favorite sparring partner? Mary Kom laughs. Well, I trained hard in Pune, and the male boxers were kind enough to practice with me whenever I required them. To name a favorite would be unfair. Children, let's note down few meanings. Here contingent means a group. Sparring means motion of boxing during training. Okay, it's you give a motion of boxing during your training session. So let us see the explanation for this. Interviewer asks Mary Kom that during your Olympics training, you practice with many Indian male boxers. Now, why male boxers? We know that there was no female from India. Yes, we have seen this in the previous question. Which was asked by the interviewer, that she was the only female representative from India. So of course there is no chance of getting any other female for practice. She'll have to practice with male boxers only. So let's continue. So interviewer asks, so among those male boxers, who is your favorite one? To this, Mary Kom first of all gives a laugh, because this is a question that could take her a controversy. So she says that I train hard in Pune. That means I did my training in Pune, and the male boxers are so kind enough to practice with me whenever I required them. To name a one would be unfair with others. So if I take one name with the others may feel bad. So she laughed initially, that is, she chuckled, because she was not in the mood to reveal just one name, as all of them were equally helpful to her. She added. Seeing the next question. Interviewer: you were quoted saying Adams was very clever, a counterpuncher, but although she carried power, she wasn't very tactical. I was scoring, but the judges were not pressing the buttons. Do you think dodgy judging was part of the reason for your loss in the semi-finals? Mary Kom: yes, I think some of the decisions were unfortunate and did not work to my benefit. Meaning time, my dear children. Quoted means a given statement. You can see Mary Kom's statement is quoted in the inverted commas in the interviewer dialogue. Actually, those words are not of the interviewer. It's of Mary Kom's, which she quoted once. So interviewer is just repeating her words. Counterpuncher means to hit back in response to a punch thrown by the opponent player or a sport person, I can say. Tactical means plan or very sharp. So children, let us see the explanation. Here interviewer is asking a question which was once quoted by Mary Kom herself. So the interviewer is just repeating her statement, and after that raised a question on the same statement. Let us see what was the statement with the interviewer's question in it. Please make a note that this is Mary Com's statement, which she quoted once. And the statement was that Adam was very clever. Before moving forward, let us see who is Adam. Children, her full name is Nicola Adam. She is a British boxer. She was fighting with Mary Com in 2012 Olympics semi-final. She beat Mary Com by 11-6 and also won a gold medal by winning the final. Beside this, she was a counterpuncher. Even she carried power. But she wasn't sharp, my dear children. Further, the interviewer added, Mary Com added that I was performing well, but the judges didn't press the buttons for scores. On this, the interviewer raises a question today, that is when she is taking the interview presently, that do you think that the decision taken by the judges were partial, or I can say unjust, and is this the only reason for your loss in semi-final and bringing the bronze medal instead of gold? To this, Mary Com replies, yes, some decisions proved very unlucky for me. They could have gone in my favor. And if that would have happened, I wouldn't have lost in the semi-finals. Children, just see the words she has used. She didn't say that the judges were partial. She just said that some of the decisions made by the judges were unfortunate for her, that is for Mary Com. This shows that being such a good sport person, she is also very sharp person. She didn't blame the judges directly because she knew that maybe in some or the other tournament she may get the same judges or a few of them. So it is not right to create grudges and suffer later by directly blaming them, So she kept she kept whatever she wanted to convey, but in an indirect way. She told that, okay. So this was a very smart style of telling. Yes. Moving to the next question. Interviewer. India managed just 6 medals in 2012 Olympics, even though we are a nation of 1:3. Children, that's the mistake. There is a printing mistake. It is not 1:3, it is 1.3 billion people. Where do you think the change is required to help us win medals that are proportionate with our population? Mary Com, I think more and more people should take up sports as a full-time career. If we want more gold medals, more corporates should come in and sponsor players so that the players don't have any financial pressure and can just focus on their games. Children, it's a very clear question by the interviewer, a question that many Indians have in their mind, even I have in my mind, that our population is 1.3 billion. But only a handful of medals. Why? The question rising in every Indian mind is, so when are we going to win more medals? And what do you think are the challenges? Or what are our areas of improvement? To this, Mary Com replies that I think more and more people should take up sports as a full-time career, but this is not seen. Why? Because in India people are interested. Now this is additional, I'm adding from my side. See, children, in India people are interested only in cricket and not in other sports. We have seen that, we have noticed that. Public keenly demand for cricket. public keen demand for cricket has given rise to cricketers and their dedication towards cricket. But this is not the scenario in all the sports. As there is no demand, there is no good source of income. People take up sports as a part-time career, my dear children. Even it is seen one so-called medalist does menial work, very inferior work to earn some peanuts, that is some amount of money. And so Mary Kom says that many companies or businessmen should come forward and should hire the players, so the players will not have any financial problem and they will work with full dedication, resulting into greater performance and numbers of medals for our country. I can give you the example, the way we get to see in IPL, my dear children, where each player is hired for crores and crores. Thus, the focus in cricket is seen by the cricketer, resulting in the demand of such IPL matches and even in the trophies. So that was all about that question. Moving to the next question. Interviewer: do you think interest in boxing in India will ever go beyond the Olympics? Mary Kom: yes. I'm sure that in a few years, boxing will be very popular among everyone in India all the year around. So the interviewer asks that, do you think, according to you, I'm just asking you that, do you think that in India, boxing interests will be more, or will boxing ever become popular in India? So to this, Mary Kom replies that boxing will be very popular in India in few years, and even it will become popular 365 days a year. Her words have proved right to some extent, my dear children, because today, that is in 2020, as it is 2020 going on, and this interview was taken after she won the Olympic bronze medal, that is in 2012, or maybe after or maybe in 2013. And yes, in a way she is right. Boxing is becoming increasingly popular in India. So what she said that time is proving out to be the truth, and it is a fact today, my dear children. Moving to the next question. Interviewer: how aware are Indian women of their nutritional requirements? Diet and nutrition must have been a key factor in your conditioning for the Olympics. Do you think nutrition is a neglected area in Indian sports? Mary Kom: the awareness is growing now among the female athletes. When it comes to nutritional requirements, nutrition has definitely been a neglected area in Indian sports. I had to gain 3 kg since I had to fight in the 51 kg event instead of the usual 48 kg that I fight in. So I had to focus on what to eat. I gained weight by eating the right kind of healthy food rather than bad saturated fats. Children, let's jot down some meanings. Here, key means important, factor means point, conditioning means becoming fit. Saturated fats means unhealthy food, or I can say junk food. So let us see. Or what is the interview trying to ask? The interview is trying to ask that, are Indian women aware that when they want to go, or when they want to make up their career in sport, they must be fit, and in order to be fit they need nutrition, they need good diet. That's the important thing to become fit. And when you're planning for Olympics, that's a key factor. But do you think that Indian sports women neglect their diet? To this, Mary Kom replies, yes, nutrition was definitely neglected in Indian sports, but now the awareness is growing among the female athletics. Like when I had to gain weight for the 51 kg event, I had to increase, I have to gain 3 kg of my weight. As usual, I play only for 48 kg, but when I went for 51 kg, I was in need of the increment of 3 kg. So I made sure that I need to increase weight, but being fit, not by eating anything, not by eating only saturated, not by eating junk food. So I made sure that I eat right kind of healthy food, that is salad or fruits, juice, rather than bad saturated fat, that is the calorie ones. Okay, so I gained weight, no doubt, but I didn't gain by the junk food. I made sure that I do an intake of healthy food. And we are becoming aware with the nutrition that only gaining the weight is not important, that weight should be gained by nutrition, that is important. That's what she want to convey, my dear children. Moving to the next question. Interviewer: how big a role did OGQ play in shaping the boxing scene in India for the better? Mary Kom: OGQ really played an important role in my success. They helped me out whenever I needed something. They took care of everything, which helped me focus on my boxing and kept me stress free. So here, children, interviewer asks, what role did OGQ play to improve the standard of boxing in India? But before seeing Mary Kom's reply to this question, first let us know what is OGQ or what OGQ means. Children, OGQ's full form is, or OGQ means, Olympic Gold Quest. It is a non-profitable foundation founded by Mr. Geet Sathi, who was a snooker champion of his time. Mr. Geet Sathi was a snooker. He was also a sport player. And also Mr. Prakash Padukone. I've already told you, or I can say I've already introduced you to Mr. Prakash Padukone, who is the father of the famous actress Deepika Padukone and a very famous badminton player. These both gentlemen, Mr. Geet Sathi and Mr. Prakash Padukone, they did this. They created this foundation. They did this with the intention to promote the quality, the performance of Indian athletes, because they noticed that there were a lot of shortcomings, and that probably is taking our medals. Because of some of the shortcomings, our players cannot bring medals to our country. So they created the Olympic Gold Quest, that is OGQ, in order to boost the performance of the Indian contingent, the players, and doubtlessly it did provide with great result. These two gentlemen actually took initiative to bring about the changes. Why they did this? They did this in order to support the players in every way they can, in terms of, in case they need the coach, if they need a financial help, if they probably want some kind of equipment in their play, or whatever it is, they do make things available and they provide the best help. They created great facilities, and even Mary Kom acknowledges this and says that yes, OGQ really played an important role in my success and made me stress-free by allowing me to focus completely on boxing without any shortcomings. They took care of everything. So OGQ played an important part in Mary Kom's success, my dear children. Not only that they just established this institute, but they also deliver immediate results. So that was all about OGQ and the Mary Kom reply. Moving to the next question. Interviewer: what is your opinion on the future of Indian boxing? Mary Kom: the future is very bright, and I'm sure many more boxers will get medals for us. So the interviewer asks that, according to you, what do you think, that does Indian boxing have any future? So to this, Mary Kom expresses great confidence and faith, and so she's saying that the future of boxing in India is very bright, and I'm sure many more boxers will get medals. That is, we Indian boxers will get medals in the field of boxing. Means the boxing future is very bright. Okay, moving to the next question. Interviewer: do you find it difficult to convince your children not to fight when they watch you go out and do it in style all the time? Mary Kom: well, I have twins, and yes, sometimes it becomes really difficult to keep them under control. Children, this is very interesting question. As we know, Mary Kom is a boxer, and so this question makes sense. If you professionally fight or enter into fights, and Mary Kom box and knock out her opponent, and when her children sees this doing her all the time, it is difficult for you to control your kids when they start boxing or when they start fighting against each other? This was a question asked by the interviewer. To this, Mary Kom replies, yes, my dear children, she is accepting this, that yes, at times it does become difficult for me. She is not being diplomatic here. She acknowledges the fact, my dear children, that yes, she appreciates that she is a boxer. So there are times when her twins start fighting, and it does become at times very difficult for her to keep them under control, because all the time they see their mom boxing, Going to the next question. Interviewer: will you train your kids to become boxers as well? Mary Kom: I haven't really thought about it. As of now, just let their mother box. It's a very common question. Any particular star will be asked this question. Everyone gets asked this question because then they feel that charity begins at home, my dear children. It's a phrase. So the interviewer asks, will your kids also enter boxing? So here Mary Kom is making it very clear that her retirement plans are far away. Right now, she's into boxing. So at the moment, she's telling the interviewer, focus on me and don't worry about my children, as my kids are very young for now. They are very small for now. Let just their mother box. See how smartly she answered. Going to the next question. Interviewer: you have broken several stereotypes about the women in India by showing that women can compete with men in any field. But how good are you at the traditional feminine activities like cooking? Children, meanings. Let us note down few meanings. Stereotypes means a fixed idea, and feminine means female. Yes. So interviewer is telling that you have you have changed the mindset of the people. Like the people had the mindset that women can't do anything and they can't compete men in all the fields. Women can do something, but not in all the fields. They can't be equal to men in all the field. And by opting boxing as a career, Mary Kom has broken this mindset also and has shown the people that if woman wants, she can compete men in any field, let it be any field. But then the interviewer asks, this was about boxing, But what about the traditional, paramparik female activities, about the female work? Do you know of the female work like cooking and managing house, etc.? So Mary Kom says, well, I'm good at cooking and other household work too. So she's saying that she's good at cooking. Even she takes care of her house very well. And she's a champion boxer too, which we already know. This all show that how multi-talented Mary Kom is. The next question, interviewer. Would you be interested in coaching Indian women in boxing one day? Mary Kom. Let's see. In the future, maybe yes. So the interviewer asks that, will you like to become a coach and train Indian women in the field of boxing someday? To this, Mary Kom says, let's see, I might think of that when it comes to that. Right now, I haven't thought on it yet, but yes, that's a possibility when I get to that stage. But for now, it's far away, because I'll do that when I get to retire. But time being, I have not thought for it. The last question for the interview, my dear children. Interviewer. What do you prefer being called, super mom or super boxer? Prefer means what? How do you like people to call you? Because you're good in your professional as well as personal life. We have seen in part 1 that she's a conqueror and comrade. So to this, Mary Kom replies, I love being a mom. That's the best thing that has ever happened to me. Children, interviewer asks, to make a choice, what do you like being referred to as, super mom or super boxer? So Mary Kom replies, I love being a mom. That's the best thing that has ever happened to me. That's the best role I'm playing. This shows she understands the responsibility, and maybe she's making it clear that family comes first. So I'm a champion boxer, all right, but becoming a mother is the best thing that has happened to me, and I think that it comes first. So she's very clear about what she prefer being called as, and that's super mom. And that's the title go, unbeatable super mom Mary Kom. So that was all about the lesson, my dear children. I hope you have understood it thoroughly. Meet you soon in the next lecture. Till then, stay safe. Take care. Thank you.